Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. So in this video, I will be discussing about Act 4 of Dr. Faustus by Christopher Marlowe, its summary and analysis. So let's start. So what happened in Act 4 Scene 1? So a guy named Martino instructed Frederick to be sure the rooms are clear of people since the emperor is on his way. Frederick asks about the whereabouts of Bruno, their elected pope who just arrived from Rome. Martino replies that Bruno will be there too with his new buddy, the German conjurer Faustus, who has come to show the emperor his stuff. Frederick also wants to know what is up with Benvolio, and Martino tells him that he is fast asleep with one whooper of a hangover. But no sooner has he said that than Benvolio sticks his head out of a nearby window. Martino tells Benvolio that Faustus is coming to amaze the court, so he had better come down so he can see the show. But Benvolio wants to stay put and watch it all go down from his window. Frederick and Martino leave and then re-enter with Emperor Bruno, the Duke of Saxony, Faustus and Mephistopheles. The emperor thanks Faustus for freeing Bruno from the Pope, adding that Faustus will become even more renowned if Bruno eventually becomes Pope in Rome. A jolly Faustus says he is totally ready to become or perform whatever tricks the emperor wants in order to impress him. In an aside, Benvolio mocks Faustus' speech and says that the guy does not look like much of a conjurer. Okay, what is gonna be emperor? He asks Faustus to conjure Alexander the Great and his lover. Sure thing, buddy. Faustus commands Mephistopheles to fetch them. Faustus warns the emperor not to try to touch Alexander and his lover since they are immaterial spirit, after all. Good tip. Benvolio announces that he will turn himself into a stake if Faustus is able to conjure Alexander. Faustus threatens to put horns on him again. Alexander shows up and fights with Darius, killing him. Then he embraces his lover. When Alexander salutes the emperor tries to touch him until Faustus stops him. But the emperor is so amazed at Faustus' mad skills that he really wants to touch the shapes. He also wants to verify the spirits' identities by checking out a mole on the lady's neck. Faustus is game, and her identity is proven. So the spirits exit. Faustus points out that Benvolio, asleep at his window, is now horned. The Duke of Saxony and Emperor wake him up, and Faustus is all, check out your new look. When the Emperor asks Faustus to stop tormenting poor Benvolio, Faustus does so, telling the emperor that all he has done to Benvolio has been not for his own hurt feeling, but only to amuse the emperor. Benvolio declares his intention to trust scholar no longer. So this is Act 4 Scene 1. So what happened in Act 4 Scene 2? So Martino tries to convince Benvolio not to seek revenge on Faustus. That is a seriously bad idea. But Benvolio's not having that. He announces his intention to kill Faustus as thanks for totally humiliating him. Frederick says he and Martino will stand by him if they have to. So here is the plan. Benvolio tells them all to hide in a grove, all the better to ambush Faustus. They and the soldiers follow him there. Benvolio and Martino station themselves in the grove. Then Frederick arrives to let them know that Faustus is approaching. When he enters, Benvolio cuts off Faustus' fake head. Benvolio, Martino and Frederick mock the sorry state to which Faustus' head has now fallen. And Benvolio says he plans to nail horns to the head and hang it out his window for all the world to see, and they're really happy. But then the body of Faustus rises up. Faustus tells them that no matter what they do to him, he will rise again until 24 years have passed. He calls his devils, instructing them to drag 3 though a thorny briar batch, then tumble them down some rocks. The soldier, hearing the fight, stands forward to fight Faustus, but he conjures up a wall of trees and an army of devils between himself and the soldiers. So this is Act 4, Scene 2. So what happened in Act 4, Scene 3? Benvolio, Martino and Frederick meets up again, having been dragged through the mud by Faustus' devils, and they all now have horns on their heads. So Benvolio has finally learned his lesson. If they attempt to revenge on Faustus, he will probably just add donkey ears to accompany their horns. So nope, their only option now is to hang out at a castle in the woods, hoping that their horns might go away with time like acne. So this is Act 4, Scene 3. So what happened in Act 4, Scene 4? A horse courser asks Faustus to sell him his horse for $40. Faustus wants 50, but finally accepts the courser's offer of 40. He is up for bargaining. He wants the horse courser not to ride the horse over water, and the horse courser declares himself to be a man made forever. Then Faustus muses about the fact that the time for his own damnation is getting closer and closer, but he is comforted with the thought that Christ forgave the theft as he was dying on the cross. That is his last hope. He dozes in his chair, nothing like a cat nap, to assuage your worries of eternal damnation. The horse courser enters again, soaking wet. Apparently he rode the horse over water because he thought Faustus was hiding some good qualities the horse possessed. Over the water, however, the horse disappeared, and he found himself suddenly sitting on the bale of hay instead. He pulls at Faustus' legs in an attempt to wake him, and it comes off. The horse coursers leave with the leg, promising to throw it in a ditch. Faustus just laughs. Then Wagner enters and tells Faustus that the Duke of Vanholt is asking for him. Faustus agrees to pay him a visit. So that is Act 4, Scene 4. So what happened in Act 4, Scene 5? Elsewhere, the carter leads Robin, Dick and the horse courser to a tavern. Robin tells Dick that he owes the tavern mistress a lot of money, and right then the hostess reminds Robin of his tab. But despite the debt, she agrees to fetch them all some beer. The carter tells them all a story to entertain them as they wait for their beers. It is the story of how Faustus asked him for a much hay as he could eat in exchange for some money, then proceed to eat the whole cart full. Yep, the whole thing. The horse courser then tells them all about his adventure with the vanishing horse, and about how he took Faustus' leg, which he now keeps in his house. Robin got a story too about how Faustus' devil turned him into an ape. Remembered that one. He thinks that the group should enjoy their beers, then confront Faustus. So this is Act 4, Scene 5. Now what happened in Act 4, Scene 6? Sorry, I was unable to mention that Scene 6. So in Scene 6, in Act 4 of Scene 6, at the Duke's house, the Duke thanks Faustus for showing him such marvel, including a castle in the air, that delight him more than anything in the world. Faustus asks the Duchess what she would like, and she responds that she would really like some grapes, but the problem is the dead of winter. So Faustus sends Mephistopheles to fetch her some grapes, and explaining that it is summer in other parts of the world, and Mephistopheles sure love to travel. When she shows down, the Duchess declares the grape to be the best she would ever had. Then Robin, Dick, the carter, and the horse courser appear at the gate, knocking furiously. They demand to speak with Faustus, who asks the Duke to allow them in. He can handle a couple of hooligans. Once in, the motley crew demands beer, which Faustus has fetched for them. The horse courser reminds Faustus about what happened with the horse and asks him if he has both his legs, to which Faustus replies that he does. The carter says he thinks Faustus should have a wooden leg, and the horse courser asks Faustus if he did not pull off his leg when he was asleep. Faustus responds that he has his legs again now that he is awake. Then Faustus charms all of the company dumb when they try to say that what he would done to them, and charms the hostess dumb when she arrived demanding payment for her alley. The Duchess and Duke declares themselves beholden to Faustus for the way his art drives sad thoughts away. So this is Act 4, Scene 6. So in this video, we discuss about Act 4 whole summary. So that's all from my side. If you have any queries, you can ask me in the comment section. Please like, subscribe and share my channel. Thank you for watching.